Hello everyone! Welcome to a new math session. In this session we'll be learning about factorizing the difference of two squares. Let's remember that a plus b multiplied by a minus b is equal to a squared minus b squared. In other words, we can say that if we have two terms, if it's a binomial, and this term has a square root, this term has a square root, and there's a minus must be between them, then in this case we have two brackets, the square root of the first one, the square root of the second one, square root of the first one, square root of the second one. One bracket between them is plus, the other bracket between them is minus. Let's go and see some examples to factorize them. For question 1, we have two terms, as you can see, between them minus. Yes, so we make two brackets, x and x, the square root of x squared is x, square root of y squared is y, one positive, one negative. But again, I'm reminding you, your first step in factorization is to look for the HCF. If it's there, factorize it first. Question 2, this one has a square root, yes. Has a square root, yes. Between them a minus, yes. So we have to factorize by the two brackets. Square root of 9a squared is 3a. Square root of 16b squared is 4b. One bracket is positive, one bracket is negative. Which one is positive, which one is negative? It doesn't matter with us which one is positive, which one is negative. Question 3, two terms, everyone has a square root, between them minus. Here are our two brackets. What's the square root of 49x power 4? Yes, excellent. It's 7x squared. What's the square root of 1? It's 1. Between them, one positive, one negative. Here in question 4, half x squared does not have a square root, and 2 does not have a square root. But yes, I can hear it from my place here. You said that we can take 2 as a common factor. So in this one, it will become 1 over 4 x squared, because half divided by 2 is 1 over 4, minus 1. Keep the 2 outside, and then here are the two brackets, the difference of two squares. Quarter x squared has a square root as half x. The one has a square root which is 1. One bracket is positive between them and the other bracket is negative between them. Question 5. Yes, now you know it. It's easy now. We can take the 2 as a common factor outside first. X squared minus 9. And then we can make them as two brackets, x plus 3 and x minus 3. Question 6. We can factorize them by the common bracket first. So it's 2a minus b as a common bracket. And then it's 25a squared minus 16. Then check. This one cannot be factorized more, but this one can be factorized more. So the first one as it is, and then this one will be two brackets, 5a minus 4 and 5a plus 4. Question 7. The square root of 49x squared is 7x. The square root of 64y squared is 8y. So one bracket positive between them and the other bracket minus between them. Here you can see that x power 4 has a square root of x squared, and the 625 has a square root of 25. So here are the two brackets, x squared and 25, x squared 25, plus between them, minus between them. This one cannot be factorized more, but this one can be factorized more. So the first bracket as it is. Why can't we factorize it? Because it's a plus between them. So here it's x plus 5 times x minus 5. Question 9. We have here, this is considered a binomial. How is this considered binomial? As if this is the first term and this is the second term and there's a minus between them. So here are your two brackets. Here this is the plus 1, here this is the minus 1, and here in this term it's 2y minus 3, and in this term is also 2y minus 3. You can simplify this by 2y minus 2 multiplied by 2y minus 4. Yes, you can simplify it more with the HCF. Here there's a 2y minus 1 multiplied by 2y minus 2. 2 times 2 is 4, and then y minus 1 multiplied by y minus 2. Question 10. Take care in question 10 that we don't have a common bracket. One of the brackets is m minus 1 and the other bracket is m plus 1. But as you can see here, this whole term has a square root and this whole term has another square root, and between them there is a minus. We're going to open a bigger bracket than the usual one. So the square root of the first term is 3 times m minus 1 because the square root of 9 is 3, and this bracket we're going to remove the power 2 from it, minus the square root of the other term, which is 5 times m plus 1, multiplied by the same bracket but with a plus sign in between. Then you're going to simplify this. 3m minus 3 minus 5m minus 5 multiplied by 3m minus 3 plus 5m plus 5. If you combine the like terms together, here we have a negative 2m minus 8 multiplied by 8m plus 2. If you take the common factor negative 2 outside here, it is m plus 4. And here we take the 2 as a common factor outside here, it's 4m plus 1. So it's negative 4 multiplied by m plus 4 multiplied by 4m plus 1.